I sit in a chair in a dark room. The lighting is low enough that my brain can't quite grasp the full length mirror in front of me as a flat plane. It looks like a hole. It looks like an invitation. I lay out the artifacts of my station. First is the King of Long Darts, a nasty, barbed tool of suburban legend. Every throw ensures the loss of an eye in a story told by a worried mother. Next is the foam dart gun, a weapon that is the deadliest thing in any conflict, as long as there is no one there to say that it isn't. I take off my hat. The remains of an old English D are stitched into the fabric, a relic of a city that knows how to haunt itself. I look in the mirror and I see her. She is sitting in just as nice a seat as mine. Her red dress is impeccable, except for the stains of blood from her eyes. She is always bleeding. She is the patron saint of the girls' sleepover, the monster that keeps the real monsters at bay. I pour a bottle of good Midwestern tap water into a basin. I can almost see the salt and iron in it. It tastes like the plumbing in a house built in 1954. This is for the fear that keeps us awake, I say. I toss in a piece of metal and plastic, the retainer I lost in 5th grade. I remember being terrified that my parents would skin me for losing something so expensive. It's a small fear, a petty fear, but it's pure. It's the kind of fuel that she loves. Michael steps up next. He loves the theatricality of the moment. He drops a rusted skeleton key into the water. I hear she was a queen, he says. A woman so beautiful that the sun got jealous and stole her face, leaving her to look for it in the glass. Virgil is standing in the corner. He looks cynical, his arms crossed over his chest. But he still steps forward. He drops a charred match into the basin. I hear she was a witch, he mutters, murdered by people who were afraid of what she saw when she looked at them. Jackie, the film student, is practically vibrating. She's too into it. She drops a strip of overexposed film into the water. It swirls around the retainer and the key. I heard she was never real at all. Just a ghost we made up because the dark was too quiet. I look at the mirror. Mary is waiting. She isn't a demon. She isn't a ghost in the traditional sense. She is a cultural immune system. As long as children are terrified of her, they stay in their beds. They don't wander into the woods. They don't look into the shadows where the gentry hide. She feeds on the shiver, not the meat. She keeps the neighborhood safe by being the thing we are allowed to be afraid of. I respect her for that. It's a thankless job, being the designated boogeyman. Bloody Mary, I say. I say it only once. I'm not a child testing a boundary or a victim looking for a scare. I'm a host. I'm inviting a neighbor over for a drink. I extend my hand towards the glass. The surface doesn't feel like cold glass. It feels like the surface of a pond in late October. My fingers sink in. The reflection of my hand meets the flesh of my hand. But the skin that touches mine is cold and wrapped in lace. I don't pull away. I let her take the weight of the moment. Help us keep the rules, I whisper. The iron is falling, and the outsiders are at the gate. Through the mirror, I feel her grip tighten. It's not a threat. It's a pact.